So the seeded, where'd that come from? It just was a thought of mine. I was thinking, well, if meteors are hitting us and they have water, salt water became the oceans, fresh water from the ice caps melting into indents on the land that were able to sustain and hold the water, not have it just run all to the ocean or whatever, lakes and stuff like that. Major rivers but don't flow fast, so they obtain more water than they let out at the other end. So it's just why you have rivers, otherwise they'd all drain out. And then they're fed throughout the winter and stuff, but now we're warming up, we're going to have less of that, of course, coming off the mountains. Trees for oxygen, the oceans were created or over centuries, fish continue to, form different types, and so food source, and, we sort of haven't been around that long, but we sort of showed up, and we're kind of like, for all our intelligence, we're kind of one of the worst practical animals on the planet, because most of the other animals, they they only have so many predators for the amount of prey they have, and the prey has to keep up in bursts and that to feed the predators, or the predators wane away because they don't have enough food. So there's always like a balance, a check and balance throughout all nature, except with us. We seem to have no quorums of sitting down at the table and overeating, and because of that, when we overeat, then we want more food. So that food might be someone else's food, or someone else's minerals, or someone else's water, or someone else's oil, someone else's land for more room to grow. And that's what we do. We just keep expanding and overusing what the planet does have. The planet is only so big and can only provide for so many. And maybe how much intelligence does it take for humans to go, oh, hang on, let's figure out, let's get along, and let's figure out the right number, and then let's make sure that every society has a chance to contribute to their future. I actually believe in a thing called interbreeding. We should be crossbreeding. We should be, the more we crossbred, the easier it would be, because everyone would look somewhat similar, or we'd have someone in our family that I'm white, so say someone's black. Well, I got a black cousin. I don't hate you just because you're black. Like all this negativity because we look different, and we started out in different parts of the planet, and now we're kind of running into each other. So I actually think it'd be better if we just mixed up, and that's like, the religious people couldn't rile us, the politicians couldn't rile us, the armies couldn't rile us, the greedy people that have to have way more than they can ever use in theirs or their children's to infinity's lives. The greed would be gone. And I want to do a part later on capping greed, because I think we should allow a huge amount, so there's drive in it, and people that are inspired to invent and come up with stuff to improve mankind do get rewarded, because they are putting in that much effort, and those that would rather just sort of just coast through, well, they coast through, but they have coast through at a standard. They have their basics, their food, their health, their clothing, their accommodations. They're like, they have a basics, so that when we look out, when we walk the streets, everyone around us is doing okay. And then it's just what level they're at. And people say, well, that's sort of fun as it is now, but no, because we don't cap it. We have a few people that have so much wealth that a lot of people that are starving right now or living on the streets could all be having, sustainable lives if we were really using the proper resources that is generating from the middle class, and really have it truly dispersed, in a more equitable manner that leaves us humanity. But it's really sad sometimes how some people just figure, well, trickle down, all this kind of crap that just, it's been proven not to work, and they don't care really. They say the words to sound like they're trying by saying the words, and then the reality is that they allow people to starve all around them. Okay, starve, die, diseases, go to war for them, all those things, just so that they can have more.